Hello everybody, this is Aidan here. Welcome back. I'm very excited to announce that I have officially hit 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I very, very much appreciate it. I've been waiting for this for a long time, so it's super exciting. And I'm sure we'll keep growing. I'm gonna keep putting out content as much as possible. I've got a whole new setup which is going to be shown later in this video, and it's making it much easier for me to make content and churn that out. It's going to be great. This video is going to be jam-packed full of different stuff. First, I'm going to do a little bit about me and how I got started with YouTube and where my interest in filmmaking and stuff like that has come from. Then I'm going to talk about my whole setup and do like a room tour of the instruments that I have and how I edit and everything like that, some behind-the-scenes stuff. And then I'll do a really quick question and answer at the end. Some of you guys sent me questions, so I will answer them at the very end. Yeah, I will leave times pinned to the top of the comments to skip to different portions of the video if you don't want to watch certain portions. But if you do want to watch them all, sit tight, and here we go. So, first off, we'll start a little bit about me. My name is Aidan. I was born February 6, 2004. I am currently 14 years old. My first experience with YouTube was when I was around 3. My dad filmed me, or my mom filmed me, I don't know who it was. Someone filmed me dancing in my pajamas to the song Blue Jean by David Bowie when I was 3 years old. We had it set up on a record player, and I would dance to it. And then one of them uploaded it to YouTube. It currently almost has 10,000 views, which is great. Out of all my videos, I'm really glad that that one has so many views. I will reluctantly link it down below in the description. That was my first real exposure to YouTube. I was very confused by the whole topic and how everything worked. I remember being shocked that my video could be put up there with the rest of the David Bowie videos. I remember being over the moon about that. But I started developing a love for films, and specifically stop-motion animation. When, I don't know how old I was, I started watching stop-motion animation films like Wallace and Gromit and other Aardman stuff, some Tim Burton stuff like Nightmare Before Christmas, you know, the usual sort of things. And I started trying to do it myself. I actually sent a letter to Peter Lord, who was one of the directors over at Aardman, and I actually heard back from him. So I started making my own stop-motion short films, and then I decided, hey, I want to make my own YouTube channel. I had kind of learned a little bit more about YouTube through my cousin, Zach, who started making his own films using his own software that he had purchased, and I really thought that it was the most amazing thing in the world that he was making his own films and everything. So that's how I kind of found out about YouTube. He had a YouTube channel, I'll link it down below. And so I made one very short, like 9-second stop-motion film many years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that, probably more like 5 years ago, on my first YouTube channel, which is still up. I'll explain why it's still up and why I haven't deleted it in a second. So I can take these off. I'm not even listening to anything. I don't know why those are in. So I made that, and I started making more videos. I didn't know how to edit whatsoever, so the videos were not great, but I kept making them, and eventually I did anything that any younger child would do when he's given a computer. I lost the password to my YouTube channel, so I stopped, and I didn't even try to find the password. I just stopped altogether. I was kind of sick of what I had made. I didn't really like it as much, so I just kind of stopped for a little while. Then I talked more with my cousin, and I learned more about software, and I actually bought the same software that he had, and I started using that, and I started trying to make my own shorter films, until I decided to create another YouTube channel, which is my current one, the one that you're watching right now. I developed that YouTube channel, and started posting videos. My first one was how to draw a hermit crab, and I just started, you know, making content. It wasn't really edited at the beginning. Eventually I started editing with very basic, just the YouTube built-in editor. But eventually I moved on to iMovie, which is what I use now. And that's probably what I'll use for a very long time, because that's a program I'm comfortable with. I love Macs, I have Macs, and they come with it, so why not use it? I think it's a great software. That's how I edit all of my videos. That's how I do everything. I use all Mac software for everything. So I started making more complex videos. Started gaining some traction, just trying to spread the word out, and stuff like that. It just kept building and building and building. I just kept putting out more content. I eventually hit 50 subscribers, and I reacted to the videos on my original YouTube channel. You can go watch that video. More recently, I privatized a lot of my older videos on this channel. I didn't feel like, I didn't want people to come to my channel and see those and think this is what he does now, because I've changed a lot. I've changed my focuses. I'm all over the place with this channel. But that's another thing. You guys leave down in the comments what you would like to see more of, because I don't really know what to make. I just make a whole bunch of different stuff. Do you want to see more vlogs? Do you want to see more instructional videos, informational videos, whatever? Just tell me down below, and I'll see it, and I'll respond. I really want to know what you guys really want to see from me. What would make you interested in watching my content more. So that's basically me in a nutshell, just about how I got into this whole thing that I call YouTube. And, yeah, that's basically it. Now let us move on to the room tour. I'm on my GorillaPod now. Now it's time for a room tour! So, the first thing that you see when you walk into the room is my drum set. For any of you who are curious out there, it is an all Ludwig set with, all Sabian cymbals. There is a 20-inch, rock ride. I don't know how many inches the crash is, but there's a 10-inch, splash cymbal, all Sabian. And the hi-hat is Stag. Also, I have sound-off pads on all of these. They're really great. They're a little pricey, but they're great. They mute the sound. So, yeah, this is my drum set. So, the next thing you'll see in the room is my piano, which is set up right here. It's hooked into my mixer, which we'll get to in a minute. Also to my computer, which we'll also get to in a minute. Next up, we have my my computer and everything about this. My computer is a Mac Mini. It has 1 terabyte of storage, 8 gigabytes of memory. It has an i5 processor, and I love it. And it's really good for editing, and it has done me well. In addition, for my microphone, let me get it down here. I don't have it plugged in right now, but this is a newer NW700, and it's great. It is a condenser microphone, so you do need a mixer that has phantom power, which I have over here. It is a Focusrite, I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's just got 2 inputs, one XLR input and one of those big headphone jack things. I don't know what they're called. It does have one of those inputs, which is how my piano is connected. I use GarageBand to record piano and guitar, which we'll get to in a minute, and to record vocals, and then I can import that into iMovie and do a layover. For a sound system, I bought this sound system at a garage sale. It is 2 smaller speakers and then a subwoofer behind my computer screen over here. And they're great. I bought them for $10 at a garage sale, and I love them to bits. They're awesome. And last but not least, we have my guitar. This, I don't really know how to play guitar, but I got this a long time ago. It's an electric guitar. I don't know the brand for the life of me. It came as a kit with, it's very out of tune, by the way. It came as a kit, with an amp. The amp is down there. And, I mean, for what I use it for, which is not much, it's great. And I just have it out here, and I can hook it up through the same connection that my, piano is through. I just need to tune it, which I will do eventually. But yeah, that is basically my entire kind of studio back here. So let us move on to part 3 of this video, which is the Q&A. Alright, welcome to the final part of the 100 sub special. If you watched the whole thing through, thank you. If you're just skipping to this part, hello there. Our first question is from my good friend Rebecca Martyr. She said to me through Instagram, who's your favorite OTP? Now, me being the 74-year-old grandpa that I am, I had no idea what the heck that meant. So after going back and forth for a little while, she kind of explained to me that it's like your favorite couple. Okay, so I of course said David and Iman, kind of self-explanatory. Next question is from my friend Patrick. He asked, what is your favorite David Bowie album? Now, there's no real way to answer this. It's like asking a parent, I always say it's like asking a parent to choose their favorite child. It changes with the weeks, honestly. Right now, I've been really into the album Tonight. And also, I jump all over the place, so I don't want to say anything. The album Heathen, as well, is a very good album, but that'll change in, like, a day. Next question is, what is your favorite light display that you and your family has ever made? Now, that is, a very good question. If you don't know, I have been creating light displays for the past almost 10 years now. We have a whole bunch of them. I'll link down below in the description to our website. Right now, our current display Canopy of Color, I am very happy with, and I really like how that turned out. But I'd have to say probably the Ghoulyard, honestly, which is our Halloween display, because that's a big thing. I love having the fundraiser, and I love seeing all the people walk through it, and I just love building it, and it's just all around a joy to host. So I'd have to say the Ghoulyard. Now, my next question, and final question, I believe, is from my friend Nancy. She asks, how was the David Bowie Is exhibit? Now, the David Bowie Is exhibit is, if you don't know, it's a exhibit all about David Bowie down in Brooklyn. I have not gone yet, but we're going soon, and we're just going to go down there, maybe overnight, and go to the exhibit, and it's going to be great, but I have not gone yet. So there you go. That is the 100 subscriber special. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I want to see how quickly we can get to 200 subscribers. I know you guys can do it. I know it's going to be great. If you like this kind of video, just let me know down below. I'm putting a lot of effort into this, and I hope it turns out okay. This is my first video editing on my new computer, which is great. I'm very excited, and yeah, thank you again for 100 subscribers. I will see you guys shortly. Talk to me down in the comments, whatever questions, anything, I'll be down there. So, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.